Chaos is unknowable, unpredictable. You are in no way prepared to stop the pain you will endure.
Alright, what is up everybody? Welcome to the channel. Just setting everything up. Let me know if you can see and hear everything okay. I've changed some of the settings, so I have no idea how this sounds right now. Hey, what's up chat? How you doing? Let me know how everything, if you can see and hear me and the game okay. I've kind of changed the settings a little bit. Mic sounds weird and low. Okay, let me fix that real quick. How's that? Is that better or worse? Maybe it's just you. No, it's my. I've been messing with the settings here, so it might be mine.
Fool, you have learned nothing. Chaos is unknowable, unpredictable.
There we go.
No way prepared to
That works for me. That's 50-50. Does that work for you guys? Can you hear everything okay? Oh, sorry, that was difficult. How you doing tonight, Chad? I like Oblivion. I've only gotten, I recorded that playthrough that I did on Twitch. And then I wound up starting a new character, so I only got about 4 hours into it so far. I'm waiting for like a day off so I can just spend a good 4 or 5 hours exploring and messing around. I'm having fun with it so far though. It looks pretty good. The 4 hours I played were pretty fun. I was just doing some exploring. I haven't joined any of the guilds. That's going to be my next playthrough. That's kind of why I'm waiting for a day off. And in the meantime, this was on sale super cheap, so I figured I would pick it out and finally finish Mortal Kombat 1. I'm a little out of practice. I recommend it if you get a chance to. It's pretty much just playing Oblivion, but it's got the visuals and there's a few combat perks that are a little bit better, plus the frames per second and all that. So how's your week been so far, Chad? I did too. I had the real thick book. I might still have it. I doubt I do, but it might be hidden in one of my drawers somewhere. I had the collector's edition, so I had like the book and it had like a coin from Tamriel or whatever. I want to play Elder Scrolls 4 and then move up to playing as like the same character. I know you can't play the same character, but cause I'm playing a Nord on right now, and I'm gonna play I'm gonna do the Oblivion Crisis, and then I want that same character to go to Skyrim and do the Skyrim stuff. Obviously, you know, it'd have to be like a descendant of him, but I kind of want to keep it like that. Do a playthrough like that for the next like 6, 7, 8 months. Oh, that's cool. Alright, let's get started. See if anyone shows up. I haven't been popular screaming lately. Khaos Reigns. I'm still battling a cold a little bit, so I might sound a little funky, but try to forgive me for that. Alright, yeah, I don't know much about this DLC. I know Cyrax and Sector have been swapped. I'm feeling a little bit better. Work's been pretty chill. We're slowed down. We're on our slow season now. Act 5. Subtitles on. Alright, interesting. Let's try this. Is that a predator? That looked like the predator. That sucks. I hope you weren't too far in before you had to make a new character. That can be a turn off for me playing the game.
Engage friction assist.
Yeah, after playing Oblivion, I'm gonna play Oblivion, help the Empire out, since you kind of have to. And then my character's gonna, his kid or grandkid's gonna go into Skyrim, and then join the
Show yourself.
help bring down the Empire.
Have I taught you nothing, Cyrax?
Idiot.
Yeah, it's not the same Empire. It's like a whole different age and a whole different Empire. not the septums that are in part 4.
If you had kept your head, been more disciplined.
I remember you actually assassinated him in the, I think, of the Dark Brotherhood in
Attacking from a
Skyrim.
distance. There are rules.
Rules? Lin Kuei don't fight tournaments.
We fight wars.
If I am hidden, you must reveal me.
That should be second
Yeah, he
nature
was.
to someone with your pedigree.
I was wrong.
I'm gonna have fun getting back into that one because, like I said, I got a free disc of it with the Xbox Series X. So probably do that after I beat part
You
4.
are my instructor.
Hopefully I don't burn out playing
Don't confuse that
4 and 5
with being
back to
my
back.
superior.
Fight.
Oh, it's been a while since I played this.
Perhaps I should be commander.
Fight.
I forgot how nice Mortal Kombat 1 does, like, play. Like, the combat's real fluid. I like that. I just wish it wasn't such a microtransaction piece of crap game. I still don't have access to all the characters. I thought when I bought Khaos Reigns it would give me everybody, but I still don't have, like, Ermac or Quan Chi or Peacemaker. I don't have any of those guys.
Now who isn't worthy?
Had I not shown myself, you never would have found me.
You don't like my combat? Send me back to the Air Mountains.
You do not go home until I have made you the perfect Lin Kuei. I made your parents that promise, and I
If you send me the
will
link
keep
on my Discord, I can subscribe to that channel and check it out later.
Once again, you outdo yourself. This facility, the armor, even your father's dreams weren't so grand. Only you could
Who's their
have
father?
replaced him as our master armorer.
The real sector?
Indeed.
Is that disrespect? You are fortunate Sector is your mentor.
None is intended.
Okay, these guys are the
with your
kids or
I will
the
begin the armor's
proteges
mass
of
production.
Cyrax and Sector. They
First,
didn't
we
race
must
swap
be
them.
tested in battle. We have found Kuai Liang and his Shirai Ryu. They gather at the Wuxi for his wedding.
Attack his wedding. I am aware what he's done, but
Surprise will give us the tactical advantage.
we may win the battle, but find we lose the war. No one will respect us.
Better to be feared than respected.
I still cannot believe that Liu Kang capitulated to Outworld. That he agreed to break up our clan.
He was spineless, as was Kuai Liang for abiding his surrender.
They gave up on the Lin Kuei, but we will not. Go. Begin attack preparations.
Already she suspects our deception. Eventually she will learn the truth about Kuai Liang.
We will be ready when she does.
Kitty Combat. Hey, what's up, Anthony? How you doing? Hope you're having a good weekend so far, or a good start to it. This was on sale for dirt cheap, and I've been looking at it for a while, and I was like, yeah, I want to stream it. I didn't mind the original Mortal Kombat one.
Let us celebrate their
A lot of
bond
things I
as
didn't
they
like about it, but
celebrate each
the
other.
story was okay.
As they celebrate
Stage fright, Thunderlad?
I have never performed a marriage, and I wasn't expecting to today. But Liu Kang and Geras were called to Outworld unexpectedly, and I...
Relax, Ray dude. You're being very undude. We're just extras in this picture. Kuai Liang and Harumi, they're the stars.
That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that, Anthony. Especially if you have like a small house, there's no place to escape, to hide from each other. Hey, what's up, Sniper? How you doing? Welcome to the stream, brother. It's been a little while. How you been?
This reminds me of when Chris and I got hitched.
In Hollywood? I bet that was epic.
Nah,
We
it
were
was
back in the
before I
Mortal
got
Kombat
famous.
universe.
Small service, modest church. Ah, simpler times.
I saw that Mortal Kombat's in Fortnite now. Epic Games, man. They just sell out to everybody, huh? This got like some Marvel influence with that
Today, we
Sector and
gather to
Cyrax's
witness the union of
new kid's
Haruya
armor.
and Kuai Liang. Let us celebrate their bond as they celebrate each other. By the Elder Gods!
Of course, the wedding's gonna end up like this in Mortal Kombat. I'm doing pretty good, Sniper. Life's been pretty good so far. I can't complain.
Oh, hell no. We are not doing the Red Wedding.
What?
Game of Thrones! Season 3, Episode 9.
Yeah, Red Wedding. I just called that. That's funny.
Both of you, not now.
Dropping a Game of Thrones reference. That's hilarious.
I'll be fine.
Don't worry, I've got you.
You do.
I don't know if I know who this chick is.
God, please let her have a sister. What in the actual fuck? When did the Lin Kuei go mecha anime? Who the hell are they?
Mega anime. That's funny.
They have to be Cyrax and Sector, but I can't believe they would do this.
As we cannot believe you broke faith with the Lin Kuei.
Fight!
Don't know what I'm doing. I'm just a button pushing master over here. Uh-oh. Missed it.
You are a poor rebel, Smoke.
Fight!
There we go. How's it going? Like, where's my helper at?
Kuai Liang has led you astray. is not our mission.
Who is the bride? I'm kind of confused who the bride is.
What are you doing? Desist. It is not your fight. Defend her, Cyrax. Kuai Liang, Thomas. They've broken their oath. They are fair game. But she is not Lin Kuei.
She's a new character? Okay. Makes sense. I was like, I'm pretty familiar with most of the Mortal Kombat lore.
Fight.
That's Scorpion. Oh, what a very tame looking Scorpion. Very safe Scorpion.
Should have kept faith, Kuai Liang.
Fight.
They got a lot of qualities similar to the Predator. So what did you guys think of that Predator trailer, the new Predator Badlands trailer? I thought it was okay. I like the alien influence with the Weyland-Yutani. Oh, broke it. Nope, maybe not. I'm glad that it takes place in the future. You know, I don't mind period piece Predator movies, but I like that they brought it into the future and added at least the Weyland-Yutani company.
Are you ready, brother?
The Predator looked real stupid though. I don't know if that was just weird looking CGI or what.
Take him.
Yes,
And it looks like the Independence Day aliens are in there. I don't know if that's just a stupid Easter egg or if they're, you know, all that's gonna have happened.
I told you this isn't your fight.
That's an interesting mix of those worlds if they do, if they make that like a thing.
Her wish.
You know Bihan is wrong, that he acts without honor.
No, it is Kuai Liang who's
I don't know,
betrayed the
maybe it's a Down syndrome Predator. That's kind of what it looked like. I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but maybe it's a Predator that's just off. It, you know, everything is jawline. Yeah, it's basically just like a Down syndrome Predator. It is just an Easter egg. Don't think too much into that. I figured that's all it was. Just like it was like a homage to the original Predator or the original Xenomorph in Predator 2. Just something in the background, you know. Before you could pause media.
Who do you think is responsible?
Rump Predator is new and outcast from his clan. So he is kind of like a Down syndrome Predator. I'll watch it. I don't mind. I'm not the hugest. I'm more of an Aliens fan than a Predator fan. But seeing that Weyland-Yutani truck that was all messed up, and then the robot that did the eyes like Andy from Alien Romulus.
Our vows, I won't stand for it.
Which is why we kept you from the truth.
Now that you know, you are a threat to the Lin Kuei, and you must be imprisoned alongside my brother. Fight.
So this Bihan is his brother, I was thinking it was the planet from the 2010 Predator movie. Could be one from Prometheus though, because they are combining those universes.
You are no longer my grandmaster.
Fight!
I'll be looking forward, man, between like Alien Romulus and then the 2 new Predator movies. It's nice to see those franchises making like a decent comeback. I liked Romulus. I didn't think it was that bad. I mean, it had its problems, just like this has its problems. But for what it wasn't bad. Oh man, blocked it. Romulus played it safe for the most part. It was episode 7. It was like Star Wars episode 7. They just did a paint by numbers.
An excellent question.
They're like, it's got to look like the first Alien. It's got to have sound like the second Aliens. It's got to be as claustrophobic as the third Aliens. And it's got to have a really stupid ending like the fourth Aliens. You checkmark those boxes and you have Alien Romulus. But it was still decent. I liked it.
Punishment.
Like, that's all I ever wanted from an Alien movie, was just put a bunch of people in a space and have the alien kill them off one at a time. It's a pretty simple formula.
Please, Kuai Liang. She was deceived. Give her mercy. Your gift to me on our wedding day.
Okay, that's Scorpion's wife.
As you wish. But no, you are not forgiven. This day has
I forget they rebooted everything.
you blood.
I probably should have replayed the Mortal Kombat 1 story before I streamed this.
The Lin Kuei retreat. We've
It's been over a year, so I like totally forgot what that story was.
And also to the Shaolin. I am sorry to have entangled you in my family's squabble. Detain Bihan and Sector. We will deal with them upon our return to the compound.
Respectfully, no. Their crimes are not only against you, but against Earth.
It would have worked better as its own movie.
Their fate
in my
lies in the
opinion.
hands of Lord Liu Kang and Empress Melina.
I do sadly want a sequel to Alien Covenant. I want to know what happened to those colonists and how that ties into the original Alien.
They must answer for aiding Shao's rebellion.
And now they got Alien Earth that I want to check out, and that's supposed to break the whole canon.
But killing them will neither restore Sindel nor ease your loss.
But it will give me great pleasure.
Empress, please.
When Shao's rebellion ended and he was imprisoned, my advisors also urged mercy to smother the seditious fire he'd lit. But it stayed, smoldering among his followers. And when Shao escaped from his cell, it reignited. Now, my sister's armies are stretched to their limits.
And as always, Earthrealm's might is at your disposal to help deal with Shao's threat. What I ask in return is that together we try to break the cycle of violence as partners in peace.
What's this?
Ooh, those are revenants, aren't they?
Interlopers from yet another timeline.
Yes. But whose?
Must be Havoc's timeline, right?
Havoc.
The cleric of chaos is a keeper of time. This day will not end.
They all
well.
seem like they're pretty tame
How can it
in Mortal
not?
Kombat 1.
I finally meet the man who inspired my life's work.
Even Havoc, who's supposed to be like,
Thank
you know, chaos,
Lord
insane, you know,
Kane.
insanity and chaos. Even he's kind of tame.
I fought against you at the pyramid, alongside Titan Shang Tsung. He came to my timeline and sought my aid. Until then, I'd know
I don't know if Shang Tsung would do that.
existed, let alone that they could be made to fight.
Havoc was a weird choice to make a story about.
Pit my timeline against yours.
Mortal Kombat has lost his indentures.
Mine. All timelines. You cannot imagine the chaos.
Can I presume?
I can try to respect it for what it is, because I enjoyed Mortal Kombat 1. I remember going into heckling it and actually really enjoyed the story for being, you know, a reboot over reboot over reboot. I don't know if there's going to be a sequel to this game. I imagine there'd be an Injustice Part 3 before they do another Mortal Kombat game. Because this one didn't do well in sales at all.
We must break free.
Plus, a lot of people didn't like the female Cyrax and Sector.
Not in our favor. We are Ungari, Chameleon. We won't fail.
There are a lot of Easter eggs for, like, OG Mortal Kombat fans, so I think that's the only thing this game has going on for it. You beat Final Fantasy VI today? That's pretty fast.
Handle this.
That's pretty good. Did you have to do a lot of grinding to get, to be able to do that? It's my only problem with the Final Fantasy games is I don't grind enough to get to the end game, or when I get to the end games I don't have the tools I need to beat them. Similar to how I did Callisto Protocol. It's just I get to the end and I'm like, damn it, I didn't grind enough to get everything I needed.
Once said, her mind doesn't change.
We are not fighting for her mercy. We are fighting for our lives.
That's quite an accomplishment to beat Final Fantasy VI. What do you like better, Final Fantasy VI or Chrono Trigger?
So much for chaos magic.
Fight.
I don't know when I'll get to part 6. I'm kind of like 8 hours into part 4 and I kind of stalled out on it. Chrono Trigger is your favorite one of all time. That's cool. Is there anything specific you like about it, or just like the time frame when you first played it, just brought back like a lot of nostalgia? I don't know what my favorite game of all time is. What's your favorite game of all time, Chad? Sniper? Anybody else might be here?
My sisters! That would be foolish and unnecessary.
I think the remasters of Final Fantasy are overrated. The original's probably just fine.
Deal with them.
I guess if I had to pick a favorite game right now, it would be the original Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. I just beat that game on the Xbox for the probably 10th time.
Finish the job.
Like in my lifetime, I've probably played that game 10 times.
Havoc's mages useless?
Fight.
The story, the gameplay, and the music. Pretty much everything that made the game. I played it. I played it for like an hour. I set up a new character and started. I was gonna do a like a video on it, and I was like, man, this game. If you're gonna do a video on this game, you need to play that at least a good 60, 70, 80% of it.
Targeted.
Otherwise, it would have been like a half-assed video, and I didn't want to do that.
Now have you had enough? You are a good fighter. It is not just you Umgari who train from birth.
Chameleon.
My parents raised me to be Lin Kuei. My skills are their legacy.
Oblivion's been fun. I definitely recommend picking up the remaster if you can get a hold of it. Chrono Trigger in less than 20 hours? That's pretty encouraging. It just felt like a huge game. Just from the intro that I played through. And I think at the time, wasn't it trying to give Final Fantasy a run for its money? Even though I think they had the same developers.
His skills, they're unnatural.
Maybe they didn't have the same developers, but I know they were the same, like, they were both from Square Enix, right? Oh, I'm sure it'll be out on Switch, too. Almost no doubt it would be on that.
Now do you appreciate the armor?
If only you had built it for a more noble purpose.
Whatever its intended purpose, it
Chaos
now
Gears.
Lord Havoc's. You will fight and die for his amusement.
I forgot about all the multi-dimensional characters they had in this game. Or towards the end of it. I have not pre-ordered this Switch. I don't know how I wouldn't. I would just wait till I saw one in the store. I remember how problematic it was getting a PlayStation and an Xbox back in the day. That was because of COVID. Now they got tariffs and everything else going on that might affect it.
Embrace chaos. I will embrace victory.
Fight.
He's basically the Joker. I'll have to look up Kefka. Sephiroth is kind of overrated. Like, he was cool when he came out, but even in the remake and remaster, rebirth, it's just like, okay, we get it.
I loathe chaos.
I still need to finish Final Fantasy VII. Another thing's taken me over a year. I still need to finish Space Marine 2. I saw that I started streaming that 6 months ago. I was like, man, way to stretch an 8-hour game into 6 months. I was gonna stream that tonight, and then I wound up picking this up instead.
When I return, there will be anarchy.
They will not escape.
This doesn't have the same gravitas as the aftermath of Mortal Kombat 11.
Behind!
No!
I guess I don't care about these versions of these characters, so Any one of them could die, and I wouldn't. It wouldn't be really that sad about it. It's like, okay, the rebooted safe Scorpion's dead. The rebooted safe Sub-Zero's dead.
I hope you are fond of chaos.
Tanya, detain her.
Empress, perhaps she has earned mercy. She aided us in combat.
Only because we faced a common foe. She was complicit in Mother's death. She deserves no mercy.
She may not, Empress. But we will need her aid in the current crisis. We should take the time to discuss.
As you wish.
Just ordered the Sonic the Hedgehog collection too, so I'm hoping to get Sonic 1, 2, 3, and the Knuckles miniseries. Ordered those off eBay. I'm hoping they get here this weekend. Figured now that the third Sonic's out, I was going to pull the trigger on the whole franchise. Are they going to turn him into a cyborg?
He is a gifted fighter. He will do well in the arena. No. For him, I have other plans. To pass the time while I infuse my Kamidogu with Gearus' time crystals.
What are Kamidogu?
You don't know. See for yourself. They are powerful, ancient relics. When used together, they can remake this timeline's reality. My genius was discerning that they could also shape the reality of other timelines.
Succeeded at destroying the world. That's pretty cool.
If first infused with their time
Succeeded where so many failed.
He has brains to go with his brawn.
Shouldn't you have captured Liu Kang? Why capture Gearus?
Because he is the only being who has lived in all prior timelines. Which means the time crystals within him contain the building blocks of all current timelines. Once my Kamidogu are infused with them, I will have the power to remake all timelines as I see.
It seems like that's all they got in their bag now too, is, you know,
Anarchy. Not
multi-dimensional time travel variants of different characters. Basically what Marvel's doing is what the Mortal Kombat franchise seems to be doing.
Once I'm finished.
You know, there's a variant where there's a female Sonya Blade, or a Sonya Blade with Kano's implant, or
This new
pretty much
Havoc is
anything you can
different
think
from
of.
ours. The one who helped Xiao's rebellion. He doesn't want freedom. He wants to burn everything down. Smashing timelines together so he can watch them fight?
Our Havoc is less crazed because I recrafted his destiny when I restarted time. Meeting Titan Havoc proves it was wise I did.
First that Shang Tsung, now this Havoc? Will the threats from these Titans never cease? Tell me, how do we escape this crisis?
We must rescue Gearus before Havoc takes from him what he needs.
I will dispatch several legions. Katana
Your
will...
Majesty, they are needed here. Shao's escape his renewed rebellion leave Outworld vulnerable. Similarly, I cannot go, as my absence would leave the timeline vulnerable.
Which is why you believe we need Sector.
As Lin Kuei, she and Cyrax are trained for this type of mission, and they have the benefit of being with us here. I can send them immediately, under Scorpion's command.
I want neither's help. I will go alone.
That would be unwise. Do not doubt Cyrax's need to make amends. And do not doubt Sector's hatred.
I wonder why they didn't use the actual senior Cyrax in Sector, why they used the kid versions.
Neither will betray us.
I could see introducing them, but I don't know why they would, like, focus on them.
I am also not sure I trust you. But Liu Kang is right. We must act. You understand the terms of your release?
Retrieving Geras is our priority. Rescuing Bihan
is secondary. We save him only if the mission is not put at risk.
That was made clear.
Do not forget. Move! Liu Kang is waiting.
I have never seen the like. Nor have I.
No distractions. Either of you.
He scolds me like some new initiate? Calm yourself. We cannot save our timeline if we
That's
fight
probably
for
true,
more
Anthony. I bet you're spot on with that.
When this crisis ends, we
Because
settle
this
our
is the same
differences.
team that would be working on Injustice 3. And even if, like, the political climate's changing, it still takes 10 to 15 years for these games to get out, you know. Maybe not 10 to 15, at least 5 to 10. There's still going to be antics in the next couple of upcoming games. Probably up till 2030. All the evil characters, evil Batman, evil Flash, they're all kind of overrated at this point. I'd like to see NetherRealm do something different. Like, it'd still do a fighting genre, but maybe instead of trying to do more Mortal Kombat or more Injustice, like, come up with something completely different. I know that's thinking outside the box. I bet they can't do that. They're not paid to do that, but I bet a brand new IP from any of these people would be great. A great welcome addition. I bet Mortal Kombat 1 would have worked great if you just renamed the characters and renamed everything. Is that a World War II fighter? What is this, World War II Johnny Cage? Unknown soldier.
We know you lead those who resist us. Lord Havoc wants their names.
Quit beating your gums. He's getting nothing from me.
Once he breaks the cryo monster, you will be next.
Name: Jonathan Cage. Rank: Lieutenant Colonel. Serial number: Piss off.
If he leads a resistance, perhaps he knows where to find Giras. And the cryomancer that Tarkatan mentioned, it must be Bihan.
I concur.
Welcome to the party, baby doll. What's your name?
Call me Sector.
I'll call you anytime you want. I love a broad that can fight.
Sweet. I thought we were gonna be Johnny Cage. Hey there, Sniper, how you doing tonight? I appreciate the support, brother.
Keep your teeth to yourself.
Fight.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, come on. Perfect. That's how you do that.
Are all foes here so inept?
I like your grit. You've ruined me for the girls back home.
Less flirting, more fighting.
I saw the trailer for that. That's going to be another day one for Game Pass, so I'll be able to check that out on the Xbox. But it does look pretty interesting.
Destroyed. Fight.
New game doesn't have a lot of jumping around. I haven't seen any like articles about it. I just saw the like 2 trailers. I think one of them came out today or yesterday.
Many souls, but little skill.
Fight.
Lin Kuei don't die easily.
What in blue blazes?
Reptile.
Oh, shit. This is some bad business.
Oh, that was gonna kill Johnny Cage.
Never seen a Zaterran?
Is that what the hell he is?
Lord Havoc wants you captured. Your choice if it is dead.
I like Chaos Reptile.
Fight.
The Terrans never impressed me.
Fight.
I choose to be on my way.
Are you hurt?
Not a scratch.
Allow me to salute your tailor. That is a hell of a fine suit. Lieutenant Colonel Jonathan Cage, U.S. Army, 44th Infantry.
I'll be right back.
One moment I was fighting Hitler in France. The next, I was here, fighting some asshole named Havoc.
We have a Johnny Cage where we come from. Though the two of you have little in common.
6 months ago, I'd have been gobsmacked by that. But now, I realize I'm weird. A dime a dozen. This mashed up world's thing has got my brain foobar.
Fuba?
Lieutenant Colonel, what happened?
At ease, friends. He's with me.
Thank Argus you are safe.
I'd be a gold star
That
in Mall's
mage?
window if it weren't for these fine
He has a
people.
discount Captain America.
Meet
Well, he was a
Sector.
discount Indiana Jones too at the beginning of the game.
I'm sorry, I never got your names.
Scorpion, this is Cyrax.
I am Rain. No need to use my title, as I no longer have...
Emperor Reign, huh?
Havoc has taken it. I assume you're among his latest victims. You do not yet seem the worse for wear.
Havoc arrived recently in our timeline, kidnapping a being who is key to his plans.
I don't know
to
why they went with
destroy it.
Havoc. He's so
We are
kind of
here to
uninteresting,
retrieve him.
especially for
Tried to take Havoc
multi-dimensionals.
down, but we've got shit to show for it. Our attack on a citadel was a bust. A lot of folks died. Rain's wife, Tanya, got captured.
She is to fight for Havoc's perverse pleasure tomorrow in his arena. To the death. The being Havoc kidnapped. I would think he is at the Citadel. That is where Havoc spends his time.
Can you get us there?
Sure thing. But getting in, finding your friend, it's a whole nother kettle of fish. Rain's wife is the only one with a scoop on the Citadel's layout.
Then we must save her before it is too late.
Your aid is welcome, but be warned. Death is more likely than success.
Quan Chi and Li Mei.
Care to make a wager?
The sorcerer, no question.
Frost will win. Every variant of her who's ever fought here has been fierce.
I should have kept Kronika alive after taking her hourglass. So I could rub her nose in what I've made of her golden balance.
She would disapprove?
She would despise it. It was her own fault. She didn't think me a threat.
There are so many Havocs.
All equally revolting. Reiko and Li Mei, the rulers Tanya and I deposed, also revered blood sports. I had hoped I had seen their end.
Is that like the OG Quan Chi and the OG Li Mei?
You hold power. Before Havoc came, long enough to miss what he destroyed. Everything changed in an instant. Our timeline merged into his and was reduced to anarchy.
If you enjoyed that, you will revel in what comes next. A new combatant will entertain us. One who dared to resist. Welcome, Tanya!
Don't worry. We'll surprise them before combat begins.
I wish Mortal Kombat never got so, like, modern commercialized. Like, fatalities were disgusting, now they're just silly, and, you know, they've added all the other babalities and animalities, and... like how tame this is. Like Anthony said, they took the teeth out of it. This could have been like one of the most brutal things to come out in 2024. The potential's here.
What's happening?
What are you doing? You shouldn't be here.
Without my Empress, I am not an Emperor.
You celebrate too soon. This fight is just beginning.
Who are they?
They're friends, Tanya.
You had no chance of sneaking in here unnoticed. Kenshi's blade excels at ferreting out intruders. I was not expecting you three quite so soon. Your Liu Kang was shrewd to take the initiative.
Come down here, Havoc! We are waiting!
Yes! Entertain your lackeys by fighting us yourself.
You would die too quickly. My followers deserve so much more.
Too many followers. Be an influencer. We got a Instagram. That's Mortal Kombat for the modern audience. My followers.
Havoc needs to do better than that.
I like the music.
When my Chris fells you, Order's collapse will be hastened. With every strike of it, my soul is one step closer to chaos.
Okay, Astra, whatever. Astra. There we go. I thought we were dead.
Chaos gains no ground. Fight!
Kid did go from heavy metal to easy listening. Or to modern heavy metal that people, it's basically easy listening. Yeah, even with modern music, they've taken the teeth out of a lot of modern heavy metal too. I'm gonna be stealing that term for a little while. Taking the teeth. Oh. Good job.
As long as I live, I will keep anarchy at bay. They will overwhelm us if we don't escape.
Do they at least show Cyrax and Sector's dad, like, as the actual originals? Ooh, Shokan. And Chiva. No, they don't. That sucks.
We have them. They fight like Reiko and Linne.
I'm just curious of the choice, because they hinted that they didn't race swap, that these guys are the daughters.
I have faith in Argus.
I just thought that was weird. Everything about this feels off, though. It's...
Fight.
The waters will sweep you away. Fight!
You ever think it's funny that his name is Rain, and he was the purple ninja, like Purple Rain? That can't be a coincidence, right? Oh, I blocked that, come on. That had to have been like, I was wondering that too. That had to have been like something in the boardroom. Like, we're gonna make Cassie Cage the next big thing. And then immediately with Mortal Kombat 11, they're like, yeah, no we're not. I mean, I guess they kind of did it in Mortal Kombat 11 too. At least they had the repercussions in this reset. They disregarded everything.
You wed me.
It's weird decisions like that that make the franchise just meh. You know, they rebooted it with Mortal Kombat 9, which that was fine. After Armageddon, that was fine. And then 9, 10, 11 were pretty good. And then rebooting it again with 12 was just nah. And I noticed this part 1, this one really focuses on your reptiles, your Reigns, your, you know, Tanya's, all the side characters that didn't get a lot of screen time in the older Mortal Kombat games. Which, again, I guess it's fine. Not everything's got to be Scorpion versus Sub-Zero, but I think Mortal Kombat's like Star Wars. There's so much lore going on now that you're never gonna make everybody happy with a main title game. You want to focus on Shaolin monks, or focus on, you know, special forces, or focus on a certain faction of the Mortal Kombat universe. You'll probably get a lot of, you know, pockets of the Mortal Kombat fandom that like it. But trying to do like a main game like this, where you're trying to please everybody, I mean, like, I'm already mad about the you know, Sub-Zero, Scorpion, they're all feminized.
Do not be so quick.
So I don't know if there's going to be a next Mortal Kombat mainline game. I don't know what they would, if they go with this route, I don't know how they're going to how they're going to do it and maximize profits, basically. You make it like this, where everything's kind of woke and everybody's clean shaven and worried about their hair, then it might not sell that way. If you get nice like Mortal Kombat 9, everybody looks all dirty and gritty. Remember Scorpion, how he was just like hairy and muscular and had scars? That's how they should look in Mortal Kombat. Is that meat? Was that meat? I couldn't tell. That went by too quick. Nah, it might just been a mutant.
Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
So much for our escape.
Escape? The tunnel is an entrance, not an exit. You are now in the maze. Its route is ever-changing.
Is that why the Wonder Woman game never came out?
Genius. Its denizens, wickedly lethal. No one survives. I delight in devising new ways to kill.
We won't give you the pleasure. We won't die here.
Death is assured. The only question is how it claims you.
We will weather this storm together.
Was the Wonder Woman game made by, no, that was that WB NetherRealm? For some reason I was thinking Insomniac was making Wonder Woman, I don't know why. Hey, thanks, Sniper. Hope you're enjoying the stream, brother. I appreciate the support.
It is no use. It's too thick.
Well, this is a pretty pickle.
Cyrax, we are going to keep moving. With luck, our paths will cross somewhere ahead.
Understood. The others are moving on. We should too.
Agreed. Come.
Handle the others, please. The Empress and Emperor are ours.
I am not surprised that you aligned with Havoc. You'll do anything to obtain the power you crave.
Do not lecture us. You're no better. That's why you stole our throne.
We acted for Outworld, not ourselves. To free it from your corrupt regime.
It seems like when it came to the Chaos Realm or Chaos, whatever this is called, the devs and the people in the boardroom, they're like, what do your kids think? Just, you know, let your kids come up with the next Mortal Kombat expansion. And they let the kids design it. They're like, we're gonna have a, you know, a Lee May variant and a Brain variant and all these variants. It seems very elementary. Maybe that's my problem with it. Seems like this would be more enjoyed by a 13-year-old kid.
You should never have held power. Fight!
This is like the Oprah Winfrey universe where it's just like, look under your chairs, you're an emperor, you're an emperor, you're an emperor. Everybody's an emperor in this universe. Look under your chairs.
Must help.
That's true. That's 100% true. I bet if I still had Ethan and Jane living here, I bet Ethan would be loving this game. Like, yeah, Uncle Lonnie, Mortal Kombat's awesome. I'm like, sure is, bud. But at least it used to be.
May you move on. Fight!
This feels very, like, I don't know, Marvel inspired, or like they just let their kids write the script. I don't know. It feels off. Maybe it was the direction they took with this Chaos Realm. Havoc, like, Havoc was in like 2 or 3 games. He was a kind of a nobody. Raiko's got more credibility. The kids would rather watch Jack Black and play Minecraft. Man, that's sad, 'cause that is kind of cool.
Victory!
You will be defeated this time.
Fight!
I bet they could come up with new heroes and villains. They're just not working for these companies, you know, the people that have the talent. You know, the people that have all the talent, they're the ones making a game that just came out that got overshadowed by, like, Elder Scrolls Shadow Drop. Like, nobody knew Elder Scrolls was coming out, so you get these small game companies like, oh, this game's coming out. There's a window where, you know, people will play it, and then they drop Elder Scrolls, and it's just like, that gets all the attention. I saw that was like a news article. Like, there was a couple of games that came out, and the news articles didn't even say the names of the games. If they did, I didn't pay attention. But it was kind of sad, because it was like, yeah, these people put all this time and effort into these passion project games, and then they just get blown out of the water because something like Elder Scrolls Oblivion Remaster Shadow drops. And you just, whoops.
As am I.
Didn't know that was coming out on the same day. Now everybody's playing that, and nobody paid attention to your game that you just spent 3 years working on.
Thank Argus.
The more who die, the more Havoc sends.
I'll admit, I relish the challenge.
Are you prepared for the next?
What now?
It is fiendishly simple. To survive, you must open that door.
Havoc let us pass so he could crush us.
Step back.
Yeah, you're gonna have to pull a page out of Star Wars here.
It's getting us nowhere.
The lock can be picked, if there's enough time.
I will
Or
buy
not.
some.
There you go.
Tanya, if Sector opens the door, go with her.
No! I won't.
You must. I cannot hold these back much longer. I won't escape.
Rain.
You need to survive.
He's made out of water. He'll be fine.
Into the Citadel.
No! We vowed never to leave each other's side.
We also vowed to preserve the Empire.
Hurry, Tanya!
Every day. You remind me why I chose you.
Go, Tanya. Please.
No. Yes, he's not made out of water. Yeah, that's kind of my problem, Anthony. Like, the main story was fun. It was a rebooted Mortal Kombat and reinvention of the characters.
I realize.
But then that one went off the rails when they did the Armageddon up to the tower and everybody had variants, and this is just a continuation of that last chapter where it really went off the rails.
The lies told to me.
I don't think they should have gone down this route, but
That you could ever believe
You vanished without explanation. Bihan, my grandmaster, gave me one. It made no sense. But then nothing about your departure did.
You blame me.
I wanted to see these chicks get turned into cyborgs or something.
No.
Some more lore introduced. They're not introducing any new lore. I think that's my problem with it. There's no...
A machine. I am human.
Or they're not reintroducing
Humans
lore.
make mistakes.
They're trying to make something new and different. It's just not holding my interest. I guess you can't please everybody.
Havoc's magic is blocking my armor's sensors. They are not detecting the traps.
This fiendish place. To think it will be my husband's tomb.
At least he died with honor, giving his life for yours.
Please, don't. If I dwell more on it, I will come undone. Speak of anything else. Perhaps your friends.
They are allies, not friends. And only for the length of this crisis. When it is over, we will settle our differences in combat.
Is your fight over land? Resources?
Myself and others seek a powerful future. They and their ilk cling to an anemic past.
And that is something worth killing for?
No less than the capture of a throne, or a realm.
Untold died satisfying Reiko and Li Mei's barbaric whims. Ours was not a squabble over visions for the future.
If this keeps up, they may fight each other.
They won't get the chance. Neither will survive the next encounter.
Now this feels like something out of like an X-Men cartoon. Remember Mojo? That guy just like put the X-Men in a situation and then he'd watch it unfold on a screen. That's exactly what this is. If they're just watching these guys.
Brilliant. Which
like
one?
a TV show.
They could lead anywhere.
There's no way to know.
That's also
Let us
very
choose and keep
unoriginal
moving.
for writing goes. Maybe we got a dragon. Is that Umaga? I don't know what that is.
Your armor failed to detect that too?
It is not programmed for dragons.
We can get past if I can calm her.
Calm her? How?
By filling her empty belly. Orin is famished. She hasn't fed in days.
Fight!
Kind of shitty looking cyberpunk Molina.
Shall I feed you to Orin instead?
Fight!
How dare you abuse such a magnificent creature?
Oh, nice, Anthony.
I would have thought they'd had enough.
Plainly, they are gluttons for punishment.
Yeah, well, thanks for stopping by, Anthony. I appreciate the support.
They know Saber is killed.
Fine then.
You take care of yourself and leave a link down. I work all day, but I'll try to check it out at some point.
If you can't keep your feet.
Not live, it's pre-recorded. Oh, okay. What are you guys gonna be,
Havoc thought that would kill us?
He has no idea what we can do.
You are able, not invincible. Have no
I was gonna ask what you're doing, but
doubt
that's
you will
Into the
die.
Darkness.
Fight!
Uh-oh. I thought I blocked that, dang it.
Still think we're not invincible?
Fight!
It will not be you who kills me.
Shall we? The dragon awaits.
I'm shocked they really emphasize on Sector and Cyrax, the female versions in this one. They're like they're not doing anything, they're just there in every scene.
Are you sure you can calm it?
She must also be a telepath.
It would seem. Read their thoughts.
Putara Orin, Ama Tanya, Nijana Eshwa, Rahaput Shapuru. Orin, I beseech you, we mean no harm.
You speak dragon tongue.
Orion.
Proper respect.
Why wouldn't it be Onaga? It's a Mortal Kombat dragon. You would think they would want to put Onaga in there.
She has opened the door. Come.
Kenshi, I do not understand them. The language is foreign.
Before Havoc destroyed my reality, I was beloved by gods. But then he trapped me here and condemned me to this living death. In all the time since, no one has proffered me goodwill. Why do you?
So we may pass unharmed and escape to defeat Havoc. We hope an exit lies ahead.
Your hope is misplaced. There are no exits. All paths lead here.
Sarge did not cover this in basic.
Stand down. Don't anger her.
No, Orin. They are friends.
If you could leave, where would you go?
To Havoc Citadel, where their comrade is being held captive. If we free him, we can save their timeline, and Havoc will fall.
Show me your destination. I will send you there.
What did she say?
That she can help.
Help? How? It is heavily guarded.
Wow, are you at work right now?
But if I can get you inside.
I've got that look too, where people will just come up to me and ask me, "Hey man, you know where to score this or that?" Fuck out of here, dude. I'm not. Even if I knew how, I wouldn't help you out.
Stand back.
Everyone, stand back.
Taking the bus, that'll do it too. Public transportation. I can't stand the like tweaked out drug community. Certain people on certain drugs are fine, but the snorty community, I can't stand that.
Thank you, Orin. I will come back for you after this crisis passes.
My new minion will have to occupy them until we arrive. Warn him. The Citadel has been infiltrated.
Oh yeah, it's anything you have. Change, you know, cigarettes, lighters.
Did we go on a bender I don't remember? I feel like I'm heavily sauced.
It appears infinite.
We get a lot of like homeless and drugged out people at the bowling alley, especially in the mornings, because like there's they camp out around there, and then they'll come in and like clean up in the bathrooms. Like, nah, get the hell out of here!
Spent months posing as
You're not gonna come in and dirty up our bathrooms, trying to take like an impromptu shower.
There, Havoc's foundry. If your friend
And I just found out, I didn't realize this, but like last summer, some dude died of a heroin overdose overnight in the bathroom. It was while I was working there, but I worked days, so I was completely oblivious to it. And I had one of my coworkers, he's like, yeah, do you remember, you know, last July when, you know, they found that dead body in the men's bathroom? And I'm like, no, I don't remember that at all. What the hell are you talking about? They're like, yeah, he was, apparently he went in on like a Saturday night or something, late night, and hid out in the bathroom, and then shot up some heroin, and then OD'd and died. And nobody found him until the cleaning lady came in the next day. He's all rigor mortis and stiffed out. I'm like, I'm
Thank you.
shocked, but I'm not shocked that I didn't hear about it. I'm like, obviously, I don't think there was a news story printed about it or
My
anything.
armor flies short distances. I can retrieve them one at a time.
But I was shocked. It's like, I worked there. I don't work Sundays and Mondays, though. So if some dude went in on a Saturday night, OD'd, and they found him on a Sunday, and then I'm off Sunday and Monday, I wouldn't have gotten back to work till Tuesday. You still would have thought people would have been talking about it. And it could have been, too, it was a year ago, it could have been fentanyl, too. Yeah, I know that one's a big thing.
You sound like Bihan.
I am he, though not as you remember.
Noob Saibot.
What did Havoc do to you?
Havoc didn't make Noob Saibot. Quan Chi made Noob Saibot. I don't like that.
Eliminated. That is the will of Lord Havoc.
Oh, drugs are cheaper than eggs, dude. You wanna do drugs? Yeah, they'll pretty much give that away on the street corner. But you want eggs? You better fork over at least a $10 bill. You're not getting eggs. You can't eat healthy. You can't eat good food. It's weird. It's backwards. My buddy, he pays attention to like the drug culture and the food culture, and he was telling me how it's backwards. He's like, nowadays, you know, you gotta buy food in a back alley, and you can get your drugs pretty much anywhere. Drugs are so cheap. It's like they want you, like the governments want you to do drugs and die. And I firmly believe that, because he knows the high school kids and all the young people, and he's like, you know, if you're a 25-year-old kid trying to survive right now, it's easier to get a bag of heroin and just not be hungry than it is to try to afford food and put decent food in your belly on a daily basis. Like that's like paying bills. It's expensive. Hello, Audrey. 4 years clean as May. Congratulations. Welcome to the channel. Hope you're having a good weekend. And again, super congratulations on 4 years clean.
He's gone. Where is Bihan?
You know him from your timeline?
Yes, but he has been corrupted. I must restore him. Bring him back.
Do not fret. I am sure we haven't seen the last of him.
I pretty much quit everything now that I'm older. I still drink, but I drink light beer. I don't drink hard liquor.
Not at all.
I don't smoke anymore. I'm like 6 years quit smoking. That was a big one for me, was getting cigarettes. Yeah, when you spend your 20s and 30s just messed up or drunk or stoned on something, you just, like, being in my 40s, it's kind of nice to enjoy being awake and having energy. Not always having excuses of why you can't get shit done.
Take your brothers and go.
Fight.
It's one of those things you don't realize it when you're like enslaved by it, but how much you wake up and that's, you know, how am I gonna get high today? How am I gonna get drunk today? You know, do I have the money allocated to do these things and not be a burden on society? And it's nice to be able to be like, oh, I'm just gonna wake up, I'm sober, you know? Me, my personal thing, I'll have, you know, I'm drinking Bud Light right now, but I'll drink some light beer at the end of the night.
I remain unimpressed.
That's not drinking a Jack and Coke and just getting drunk and reminiscing, saying the same things over and over again every night. I've got an uncle that's like that. He's getting in his, what, 70s?
You
like,
will be scorched by the
you gotta stop at some point. You gotta say, I've done enough. Time to just calm down.
Water, fire, razor-edged hats.
Going to sleep without passing out so you actually have dreams and you can remember your dreams. Sometimes they're fun dreams. Those are things you don't think about when you're just, you know, wake up feeling like crap every day because you were just up all night drinking and partying or doing whatever. I never did a lot of hard stuff, so I was never that, you know, up for 3 days kind of thing. I was pretty ignorant. Like, my ex-girlfriend was on the mess, and I didn't even realize it for like almost a year. I was literally that, like, blindsided by it, where I would ignore. People would be like, yeah, your girlfriend's extremely skinny, dude. That's not normal. I'm like, nah, you know, she doesn't eat a lot.
Today's end.
Oh yeah, well, how come she's always going to Walmart at 3 in the morning? Oh, that's just, you know, she doesn't like the crowd. Okay. Shame on me now for I probably enabled her just being my ignorant, not knowing what was going on. Now your girlfriends always hang out for, you know, 2 hours in the bathroom. That's a normal thing. I'm like, no, it's not. And that poor girl still didn't want to get clean. She lost her kids, lost a lot of things. Lost me, lost everything. Lost all kinds of stability. I feel bad, too, because I can't help people. You know, some people don't want to be helped.
The foundry door is up ahead.
Lead on, Empress.
Wait.
What, Sector?
Bihan is here, defending Havoc.
Defending him? Is there no low he won't sink to?
It is. I had one of my early girlfriends told me that when she was doing stuff. And I was, you know, oh, you gotta stop this. She was even in the psych ward. And she told the instructors in the psych ward, she's like, I'm not gonna stop until I want to. My brain wants to, then I will stop. Nobody's going to tell me to stop. That's how I was when I quit cigarettes. I was finally done. I was like, you know what? These things are killing me and I'm not doing them anymore. And you gotta, like, I put cigarettes in a realm where I was like, I treated cigarettes like it was like somebody cheating on me. I'm like, the cigarettes are stealing money. It's a person, and it's stealing money from me, and it's cheating on me every chance it gets, and it's just talking crap about me. And once I put cigarettes in that mentality, it was easy to walk away from cigarettes. So easy. I was like, I'm done. You know, I don't need that toxic relationship. I try to apply that to everything.
It is as black as your
My only battle now is, you know, my late night drinking of light beer. Just like, man, if I didn't need to drink a 6-pack of beer at the end of the night, I would have that energy to maybe jam more, write songs, or be more productive as opposed to just trying to relax and play video games. Which I mean, I guess that should be okay. I guess you can always be more productive. And here we go with the craziness again. This game went way off the rails. I'm pretty sure this expansion started off the rails.
The future is chaos. All must embrace it.
Scorpion needs help.
Hey, how you doing, Sniper?
Despite what Kuai Liang says, he would regret it if he loses.
Hope you're enjoying this stream. I'm having a hard time following the plot of this. It's all over.
Havoc must be stopped, no matter the cost.
Mortal Kombat was fun. The DLC is a little just off. Like they went full on Marvel with multiverses and, you know, variants of everybody, and I don't know if that works for Mortal Kombat. The base game of Mortal Kombat 1, I remember, was pretty fun. I played it about like a year and a half ago whenever it came out. I'm a fan of the franchise, even though it's just like all the other IPs out there that just get oversaturated and kind of ruined.
Fight!
Sucks you can't do finishing moves in story mode either.
Thankfully.
So you playing anything cool right now, Audrey?
Havoc has made him odious. This must be undone. The Lin Kuei's Elder Arcanist
knows nothing of Havoc's magic. Liu Kang is your only hope. You should not have plotted against him.
You refuse to help? He's your brother.
Kuai Liang has forgotten how to honor his family.
Do not confuse pity for allegiance, Sector. I refuse to take sides.
Havoc wants his time crystals. These relics must be extracting it.
Perhaps the process must be interrupted. Perfect.
Oh, nice. Hello Kitty Adventure. What are those on?
When you are ready, we must leave.
What are some games based off H.P. Lovecraft stories? I was a fan of H.P. Lovecraft. I think The Body was one of my favorite H.P. Lovecraft stories.
The wise guy who plastered these on here.
I used to have a collection of his short stories, a real thick book of like a lot of his short stories, and it was on hardcover too. It got stolen by an ex-girlfriend. Do you play Animal Crossings at all? I know that one's a real popular one.
Gather my minions. We go to Liu Kang's timeline.
I think the Sinking City was in that collection. That one sounds familiar. It's been a lot of years since I had that hardcover.
It is his prerogative. I would not be so forgiving.
Do you play Sims 4 at all? I played Sims 3 back in the day. I never got into part 4.
Only his mind is mended. Havoc's magic is unlike anything I have encountered. It will not be easily mastered.
It's kind of sad they put all this effort into this game because the story mode is just not that captivating.
Can you hear me?
You play My Sims and My Sims Kingdom? I've never heard of that. That's cool. It's like a Minecraft Sims. Makes sense they would have that.
While our conflict remains, its resolution must wait. It will be moot if we do not stop Havoc.
On that, Liu Kang, we agree.
We have his Kamidogu. That will slow him down.
Only if we keep them from him. We can assume he is already on his way.
Once in the Temple of the Elements, they will be beyond his reach. The others wait for you outside. They will accompany you on the journey.
Gotta be getting down to the end game on this one, right?
Now, Ihan, what can you tell me of your captivity?
He knows what I know. When my mind was broken, it became an open book. All my knowledge was laid bare for Havoc's inspection.
So he is aware of our defenses.
And also of the portal gateways at Ying Valley. If he recovers the Kamidogu,
he will use them to hasten capture of this timeline by projecting his chaos into all.
You know what I feel bad about with one of my ex-girlfriends? I was thinking was she played Fallout 4.
Should shame you. This is
she was playing on my system. She was playing on my Xbox, and this was way back in the day. And I'd get jealous because she'd stay up all night. I had to work 8 hours a day, so she'd be up all night. And she wouldn't play the game, she would just build settlements up.
Havoc.
And I'd wake up and I'm like, alright, you're on my Xbox for, 6 hours, and you just didn't even do any missions, you just built a setup, or a settlement. And over like a couple months, she kept doing it. I'd get annoyed, I was like, oh, you're burning up my Xbox and blah, 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 blah. If I'd have known what I know now, I would have just bought her own Xbox and TV. But, I basically scared, I was like, bullied her off the Xbox, so she's like, okay, I'm not even going to play. And then she replaced playing video games, because she had Sims and Fallout and all that. She replaced that with hanging out with one of her friends that introduced her to the drugs. So I kind of lost, I was like, man, if I'd have known, hindsight 2020, I was like, I would have bought you your own Xbox, your own big screen TV, your own games, and like focus on that. And she had a super addictive personality, and that's one of my regrets. I kind of felt bad about that. I was like, man, that was a total dick move on my part. But that's being young and stupid. That is true. And she wasn't like a 20-year-old kid. She was well into her 30s with, a 6-year-old and a 4-year-old, like, living with me, rent-free. I didn't, charge her anything. So that was one of those, like, why would you make that choice? I'm sure I forced her into that direction, and then she's, she decided to make the jump down that rabbit hole. It's agreed upon. By the point, then I was being taken advantage of. No, they weren't my kids. I was raising them. And there's a whole nother side story, because once I realized what she was doing, and I kicked her out of my house because she's making my house look like a meth house. It was all trashed all the time because I was at work, and who knows what she was doing when I was gone. So I kicked her out, and obviously the kids went with her. And then the kids kind of came back, like they wanted to hang out and visit. And I'm like, okay, well, kids don't visit, you know, that's just weird. You don't have anything in common. And then it was just they were staying in like crack houses and stuff and RV trailers and things like that. Once I found that out, I was like, nope, the kid's moving right back in with me. And that lasted for like 2 years, but I didn't have legal custody over them. So I couldn't enroll them in school or do any of that stuff like that. It was that whole thing was a crazy experience. I got a lot of props for doing what I did. People don't, care for other people's kids, let alone love them and go out of your way for them. But everything happens for a reason, and they got their aunt, or their mom's like, okay, I need to get them, back with family. So their aunt was raising them, and that happened in February of 2019. And literally, like, less than a month later, COVID happened and shut the world down. And I'm like, there's no way I could have taken care of those kids and been unemployed doing all the crap I'm doing. So everything happens for a reason. And I still have a great relationship with the kids, so in the end, it all turned out good. Yeah, I remember sending them home once, and I'm here playing video games. I might have even been live streaming, and I'm hearing noises outside. And I look out the window, and the kids are just sitting there on my porch. And I sent them home like half an hour ago. And I'm like, okay, well, then I did the math. I'm like, the kids either can't go home or they don't want to go home. And I was like, oh, they don't want to go home. God, wherever they're at. And that's when I called their mom, and I'm like, yeah, the kids are, coming back, staying with me tonight. And then by that weekend, I went to wherever the kids were staying and grabbed all their clothes and whatever toys they had. I was like, no, they're going to live with me unless somebody bullies them, takes them away. They grew up in my house. I mean, the boy moved in here when he was 2, and he was like 13 when he left. And the girl was born basically in the house. I gotta apologize. I thought this game was gonna be fun. There was not a lot going on here.
That is how one wins, brother. I will bury you in a glacier of hell.
And a crappy looking Sub-Zero.
He is mine to finish.
Like I said, it's like the developers just let their kids write this one, develop the characters, develop the variants.
He is able, but I will take him.
What is more important? Winning this fight or protecting your ego?
Like, I don't know why it went off the rails, because the Mortal Kombat 1 base storyline was pretty decent.
Silence it forever. Fight.
These get crappy cyberpunk versions of our Mortal Kombat heroes. Whoa. Okay. Whoa, he is fast. Okay, calm down. Uh-oh. Oh, thought we blocked it. Sweet.
Reason your life should continue.
Beyond, wait.
Yeah, do you have any kids or anything, Audrey? Oh, that looks painful.
That was entirely unhelpful. We could have pressed them for information.
I doubt either knew anything. They were underlings.
Possibly, but we will never know. We would have been better served had cooler heads prevailed.
Either way,
our goal is unchanged. Let us rid ourselves of Havoc.
You don't want any.
Agreed.
I don't blame you. I've never had kids of my own.
And depart for Ying Valley.
I raised kids, so I have a memory of doing that, but I don't, I wouldn't want any of my own. Maybe if I had them 20 years ago, I'd have been okay with it. They do steal a lot of freedom away. It's nice to be able to just go where you want to go and do what you want to do. Spend money your own way.
The end begins. Geras. This timeline is mine.
So Dad, look.
Who do we got? Johnny Cage, World War II. Oh, these are all the guys from the beginning.
Liu Kang and his allies are determined to keep things interesting. Thoughts?
The more, the merrier.
This is what you are meant to do. Defend Earthrealm.
I am not allowed to desire a different future.
Your desires are not at issue. It is your methods for achieving them.
Enough toying with them. We've a job to do.
Patience, Father. You're the one who taught that death should be entertaining.
Fight!
There's only got to be like 2 or 3 more fights left, I feel like. There we go.
Lord Havoc needs better henchmen. Fight!
Kind of like playing this version of New Saibot is pretty cool. I wish they would have shown how, you know, him becoming New Saibot. A lot of missed opportunities with this expansion.
I have them.
Seems like they're focused on stuff that doesn't seem to matter, and they're ignoring things that could have been a lot more prominent.
One does not trifle with gods. No, one kills them. Stay back. I will finish this.
No, Liu Kang. They are mine. I refuse to fight in your shadow. Fight. Embrace chaos.
There we go.
I am not blind to your failings. Fight.
It's a pretty okay length storyline. It's gotta be, I'm guessing, what, at least a third of the original Mortal Kombat 1 storyline.
Now, only one battle remains.
I'm closing in on Havoc.
Desist, Havoc, or be banished to the void. Submit to your order.
I have no idea what they can do with the next one. Because I think this timeline reset kind of ruined the whole franchise. I have no idea where they would go with the next mainline title. I would almost suggest taking a long Mortal Kombat break and they focus on like a new combat game. Not Mortal Kombat, not Street Fighter, not Tekken, but something completely different. Something people haven't thought of yet, maybe? I don't know. I think there's room in the world for a whole new IP. See, this stuff's just getting silly at this point. I like Mortal Kombat more for being a little bit more serious and a little bit more brutal. And I get there in Chaos Realm, and Chaos Realm would be like this, but...
Great! Now we're fighting math? I hate math!
I think they should, and I don't know, they've already rebooted the franchise, like... They rebooted it in Mortal Kombat 9, rebooted it in Mortal Kombat... Yeah, this one, so at least twice.
Every timeline I take, it comes down to this. A battle I never lose. A battle between titans.
Not this time, Havoc. This time, you battle me.
No, Bihan.
And I don't like how Havoc created
My mind with his chaos.
Noob Saibot. Like, that totally takes away from the Quan Chi, you know, creating him. Being the one, the master manipulator behind most of everything.
Chaos is unknowable, unpredictable. You are in no way prepared to stop the pain you will endure.
Fight.
Don't puke on me. What are your manners? Oh, damn. Damn, he blew me up. What was that all about? Alright, you wanna play dirty? We'll play dirty. Don't forget, Mortal Kombat is a button spamming game. I am the king of spamming buttons. He's at 1500, that's why he's so powerful. There we go. Nice. My first Mortal Kombat game was the original Mortal Kombat game way back in 1992 on the Sega Genesis.
Stand down.
You're not safe until he dies.
I borrowed it from one of my classmates, and I enjoyed the game so much that I did not want to give it back to him.
Kill innocent millions.
He wound up trading it to me for some comic books, but when it was time for me to give that game back to him, I was like, yeah, you know, I'm still playing it, and blah, blah, blah. I made some stupid excuses. And finally he was like, you know, yeah, you know, my parents really need me to have that game back. I'm not going to give it to you, you know. And then I wound up like, I'm like, is there anything else you want besides that game? And he was like, oh, you know, he wanted some comics, some Aliens comics that I had. So I traded him some Aliens comics.
Very well.
And kept Mortal Kombat.
To reward your efforts,
it was a night that when you're young and stupid, that was a dick move on my part. Something I'd never do now. It's like, dude, you know, somebody loaned you a video game and you just hoarded it and refused to give it back and gave him other stuff instead.
He will remain with me until he has been restored.
Like, if I'd had a kid that did that, I would have smacked the shit out of him, finding out they did that, but that's kind of a punk, I guess, back in the day. But yeah, Mortal Kombat 1. And when I quit smoking, that my 3-month reward for quitting smoking was I bought the arcade 1-up Mortal Kombat. So I had Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and 3 on it. I still have that in the back room. I never play it now, but it was my reward for quitting smoking.
Can Havoc's magic truly be undone?
Yes, though comprehending its intricacies may take years. For now,
are we going to get a clue on where this franchise is going from here?
The elements. It is safer for all that way.
Nope, nothing. I am curious of where this franchise can go from here.
There is still the matter of Cyrax. She awaits your decision.
I know Harumi's thoughts, but I remain unsure.
Trust your wife, Kuai Liang. Avail yourself of her wisdom.
Oh, they started with his wedding. They're going to bookend it with his wedding.
You came. Thank you.
I promised a decision, and I have one.
Before you
what was your guys' first Mortal Kombat experience?
That I...
You fought well against Havoc. You also saved my life. But that is...
not enough. I understand.
But that is not all. I had no business judging you for believing Bihan's lies. I too was taken in. It is he, and he alone, who deserves my ire.
Played Mortal Kombat 2 on the Genesis. I think I still have Mortal Kombat 2 on the Genesis. Not my original copy, but a remade one.
What can I say?
That one is hard. I can't get far on Mortal Kombat 2.
Kuai Liang.
Thank you, Grandmaster.
Yeah, it was okay. I think they need some fresh talent in the Mortal Kombat universe. Because this one was pretty boring. I'm not gonna lie. If I didn't have you guys here chatting, I would have been bored out of my mind. The story was off the rails. The multiverse brought me out of it. The fact that it's I got behind the original Mortal Kombat 12. It's like, okay, it's a rebooted Mortal Kombat. Scorpion's new, Reptile's new, everybody's new. They could be good, they could be evil. I like that. I kind of got behind that a little bit. And then they just, like, making Havoc the center storyline of their DLC. It's like, Havoc, really? He's such a Kmart brand character. He's not a mainstay, or there's no cartoons or comic books about Havoc. He's just a random character. To give him his own 2-hour DLC, story-driven, was a weird choice. And it definitely didn't help to have it be with all the variant characters. And Chaos version of Scorpion, Chaos version of Sub-Zero. It was pretty yawn. It's like, okay, yeah, and why, if you're gonna have a dragon in it, why wouldn't it have been Unaga? That's free lore to use. Make it they had some different undead dragon. I don't know. It had potential. And I think that's how the Mortal Kombat franchise is going to die, with potential. And this is Mortal Kombat 12.5, essentially. So the next one would be Mortal Kombat 13, and I have no idea where they would go with that. Seems like they've beaten a dead horse with this one. Oh, that's right. I think he is. I'll have to check out the rest of the endings. Oh, it's not gonna let me skip. And putting a rap song at the end of Mortal Kombat is also off-putting. Like, this doesn't feel very vibey with Shaolin monks and ninja clans and all the stuff we just went through. This doesn't feel like it. This song is like something you would play at the end of like a Grand Theft Auto game, or I could hear this at the end of a bank robbery. But again, I think this one was totally tailor-made to our kids, the 15-year-olds that are living in the world today. I think that's who this Mortal Kombat is made for. Because this definitely felt like the screaming and like Instagram generation, where Havoc's like, my followers this. It's like, okay. Do you have an Instagram? Do you have followers? Old school Mortal Kombat, Shao Kahn wasn't like my followers. He was the ruler. He was, you know, the emperor of an entire area. He didn't have followers. He had people that he would kill if they didn't do what he told them to. Oh, this was fun, though. No, we gotta resume the credits. There might be an achievement hidden behind the credits. But we will probably end it here. I'm gonna go ahead and finish out the credits. But thanks for stopping by, everybody. I appreciate all the support. This was like I said, this is a boring game. So if you guys weren't here chatting with me, it would have been real boring. So thank you guys for that, indefinitely. And the next stream will probably be on Sunday night. Nice to meet you too, Audrey. Thank you for stopping by. Feel free to come by anytime when we're live streaming. We're usually pretty chill. I'm usually a pretty chill late night streamer. I only stream about once or twice a week. I'm trying to pick up on it, but life gets in the way, and then I don't always get to stream like I want to. But yeah, this one was a lot of fun. This is why it takes 10 years to make a video game. All the people that went into it. Hey, thanks, Chad. Hope you enjoyed the stream. This was a interesting game. I'm gonna have to end this soon. I have to last Saturday of working super early. Still only on the programmers. Testers, okay. Getting close to the end. And there's no way to skip this. That kind of sucks. I hope it doesn't glitch out in the beginning intro either, Chad. Hopefully, you get that fixed, because that would really suck. I can't believe how long these credits are, man. I want to give these people their credit, but... So I got like one more day of work, and then hopefully I should be able to get back into Oblivion, put some actual dents into it. God, how long are these credits gonna be? This is getting bad. Had to have been a straight 5 minutes of just credits so far, right? My God, how many people did it take to make this game? The credits are longer than the game. We've been here for like, okay, here we go. This feels like the end. We're getting down to copyrights. I'm going to have to check the live stream of when the credits started to when it ended. It's got to be at least a good solid 5, 6, 7 minutes. If I don't get an achievement unlocked after this, I'm going to be mad. There we go. Hidden scene? Anything? Anything? Nothing. Invasion mode. Just kidding. We're going to bed. You guys have a good night.
The Sub-Zero who attacks us wishes nothing less than to transform our timeline into a frozen hell. Since arriving in our timeline with his legion of cryomancers, Sub-Zero has been unwearied in his pursuit of conquest. The monstrousness of this Sub-Zero's plans are without...
See, that's cool. Why wasn't that in the actual game?
He takes no prisoners, spares no lives, bent as he is on erasing from existence anyone, from any reality, who does not share his Lin Kuei blood. It will take champions like you to turn back Sub-Zero's frigid onslaught. May your combat save all timelines from obliteration.
Alright, well, we are ending it there, you guys. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We'll catch you hopefully Sunday. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other.